Great morning, great morning. Let's have everybody join us here. Hello, how are y'all doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Just adjust my camera really quick. Hello, how are y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Come on in the room. It's a great time to tag somebody and let them know that we're here. Great mornings. Great morning. 1 second, y'all. There we go. Great morning. I had knocked over something. Great morning. She's here. We're live. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have people joining us over on TikTok. Hi, Nia. We have people joining us on Facebook. Let me see you. Let me hear you on Facebook. We also have people joining us on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Please drop a good morning in the comments so that I can see you. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Riri. Y'all drop a good morning in the comments so I can see you. I love to interact during these lives. We're going to talk about what's already in your house on today. And I am excited to share this with you all. I'm excited to share this with you all. So let's see my YouTube people. Hold on a second here. Okay, excellent. And good morning on Facebook. Good morning. Let me see you drop your good mornings in the chat. Oh, yes. So, Facebook. Hi, Mama Harris. So glad you're here as well. Yes. Okay, so Facebook. I have been on Facebook for a month and now I'm back on Facebook. Good morning, Maya. Good morning, Doris. I'm back on Facebook. Thank the Lord Jesus. So, good morning, Sharon. I missed y'all so much. I'm so glad to see y'all. I missed y'all on Facebook. We've also been on YouTube and on TikTok as well. So, I'm so glad that y'all are here. Come on in the room on this morning and let's get into it. So, we're going to talk about today what's already in your house. What's already in your house? And I hear some sound coming from somewhere, so I'm trying to figure out where. I was trying to figure out where. Oh, okay. I think I found it. There we go. Sorry. I had two screens up and I was hearing myself talking. Okay, so welcome everybody. Hello, Sadiq. Thank y'all for joining. Good morning. Let's talk about what's already in your house. So we had the Led to More Profit 5-day challenge last week. OMG. Y'all, it was powerful. So much profit was created just during those days. So much income, so much increase, so many mindset shifts happened last week as well. People were birthing businesses right before our eyes. People were progressing their businesses. Checks were coming in the mail to people. So many amazing things were happening. Yes, Mama Harris said, so good. It was so good. Absolutely. And so the fastest way to profit may already be in your hands. And most likely it is. Okay. Good morning, Janet. She was with us as well in the challenge. So I want to start with a question that may sound simple, but if you really let it land, it can change the way that you see your business. It can change the way that you see your calling. It can change the way that you see your gifts and your next level. Right? So I want to ask you, what's already, Daniel, in your house? What's already in your mind? This is your physical house too. So when I say what's in your house, I don't only mean like, oh, look around your kitchen. I mean, what's in this house? We talked about the 4 levels of value during the challenge. And so you know that you have the trading time for hours is your lowest level of value. And then we have the management and leadership, which is leading the people, trading time for dollars for hours, which is the second tier. And then we have communication. Communication takes you into the millions and above. And then the highest level of value is imagination, which is when you can utilize and create things from what you see and bring them into things into our physical tangible world. So when you can visualize, when you can use your imagination and create things, invent things. It doesn't matter if it's a physical invention or a natural invention or whatever, but using your imagination to create and to bring it into manifestation. That is the highest level of value. That's the highest level of value. Okay. So that's why I'm asking you, what is in your house? And what do you have in your hands? Because a lot of people have been utilizing, they're trading time for hours, dollars for hours, sorry, dollars for hours to make the most of their money. But we know there are limitations to that because there are only so many hours in a day. And we also know that time is more valuable than money. And so you want to be able to utilize your time and maximize your money during that time. Okay. So what's in your house? Not what you wish you had, not what did somebody else get, not what you're waiting on, not what you think you need before you start. I want to ask you what's in your house right now, because some people are waiting on God to send them something brand new, but God is trying to get you to recognize that He already placed in your hands, in your house, and in your mind multi-billion dollar creating assets. Come on, somebody. You have a zone of genius. So that level of imagination, we talked about the 4 levels. The highest level is imagination. Or imagination is when you are in also your zone of genius. Like, this is what I create with my mind, and this is what I utilize when I create with my mind. This is what it creates. This is what I have. This is the tangible manifestation of that. Right? But a lot of people are so busy working hard and they're used to using their physical body to create results that sometimes we don't also think, okay, I can use my physical body to create results. Absolutely. But how else can I use my mind to create the most amazing results? Hello, somebody. So my question is, what's in your house that you're not using? What do you know that you haven't yet monetized and created solutions to help other people with and bottled, right? What do you know? Because if you're waiting on God to send you something new, but He already put it inside of you and gave it to you, then let's go. Some people are waiting for more money. They're waiting for more followers. They're waiting for more time. They're waiting for more confidence. They're waiting for more support. They're waiting for more clarity. They're waiting for more perfect conditions. They're waiting for more proof that it's going to work. And some people are waiting for more followers. And the crazy thing is that half the time, the people that are always following and liking, they are a part of it, but there's so many other people that are buying and that are purchasing things and that are a part that people have no idea because they're waiting for likes. You don't have to wait for likes. There are tons and tons and tons of millionaires that they'll post something and a few people like it. But listen here, that has nothing to do with what they have coming in the door, coming in the bank account every day. So don't be concerned with that. Don't be concerned with that at all, right, Sharon? So, what if your next level is hidden in something that you've overlooked because it feels so normal to you? It feels like, oh, that old thing. It feels like, oh, that's nothing. I'll just whip that right on up. You whip it right on up because it's your zone of genius. Other people can benefit from your skills and you want to price them as such. A lot of time, your wisdom feels normal to you. Your story feels normal to you. Your gift feels normal to you. Your solution, it feels normal to you. Your experience that you created, right? Whip it on up, Maya. It feels normal to you. Your voice even feels normal to you. But ordinary to you does not mean insignificant to God, and it doesn't mean insignificant to other people. Other people are like, you did what? How did you even do that? How did you even think of that? And so you want to remember that as well because you have money that is attached to you. Many of y'all are literally sitting on money is sitting inside of your body, waiting to get out. You want to live your life. The word I use is fully expressed. You want to be able to get everything that's outside, inside of you, outside of you in this lifetime to live your life fully expressed. Fully expressed is when the ideas, the visions, all the gifts, all the strengths, all the talents, you may not be able to do them all at the same time, but you want to live your life fully expressed. Sometimes the thing keeping a person small is the very thing that heaven can multiply. So before we go any further, I want you to type in the chat, I have oil. I have oil. Because when we talk about the widow woman in Second Kings, the prophet came to her. They were going to take her sons away. Her husband had already died, already enough grief. And then they said, "Oh well, y'all owe debt, so we're going to come get your sons and take them, and they can be slaves for the debt." Right? Thank you for following me on TikTok. I appreciate it. And the sons, they were going to take them away. Now, she already lost her husband. Now you're going to take her kids? Come on, man. And so she went to the prophet and she told him what was happening. And he said, "What do you have in your house?" And she said, "Nothing much." Her first answer was nothing. And then she said, "Except a little jar of oil." And a lot of y'all are using the except, nothing except, and the except is the thing that will create millions for you. And I told them in the challenge, you know, she had debt, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want to invest in myself. I already have debt. I don't want to do this. I already have debt. I don't want to start another business. I already have debt." But when it came time to pay her debt, the prophet said, "Go borrow. Go get some more. Go borrow from some more people. Go get a loan from some more people, and then go sell. Use your oil. Keep pouring it. Go sell that, and then pay off your debt and live off of it." And so, you want to make sure that you remember that you were designed to multiply. You were designed to multiply. Okay. The widow came to the prophet Elisha. She was grieving. Her husband died. The creditors, the people were coming. And the man didn't just say, "Oh, I'm going to just produce money and give it to you." No, he gave her a way to create the money from what was inside her house already, even though she had a little bit, even though she almost didn't even recognize that it was something of significance. Okay. Now, if we were writing the story, we might expect Elijah to say, "Oh, let me pray and tell the debtors to go away. Let me pray and just ask some money to fall down from heaven." All those things you might expect him to pass the basket or the bucket around, right? You might have expected him to call a wealthy person and say, "Oh, can you go pay the widow's debt?" And that could have been a rescue, but he created a different type of rescue. He said, "What do you have in your house?" Not what did you lose, not how long have you been struggling, not who's responsible for this, not why did your husband leave you in debt, how bad is it, why, da 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 da, none of that stuff. She said, "Your servant has nothing here at all except a little jar of oil." I want you to ask yourself right now, what is the thing that comes easy to me that I can monetize? Is there a teaching, a training, a way that you do something? What's something in you that you have yet to monetize? I would love for you to drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. What's something in you that you can monetize that you have yet to monetize? What skill? What gift? You thinking? What talent is it? I want to see you on Facebook. I want to see you on TikTok. Drop in the chat. I want to see you. YouTube. What ideas? What idea is it? Like, what can you create? What do you have? So I want you to really think about it. Like, I don't want you to just hear and be like, "Oh, that's cool." I want you to think about it. What's come super easy for me that somebody else would love to use that wisdom or love to have this done for them? What is it for you? Because accept is where the miracle is hiding. She said, I have nothing except, and many of you all have been saying the same thing. I don't have enough money, except I do have wisdom. I don't have a big audience, except I do have a testimony. I don't have a huge team, except I do have a gift. I don't have all the resources, except I do have an idea. I don't have everything, except I do know how to help somebody with this particular problem. Okay? Mama Harris, I see inspirational programs. Okay, come on. Everybody else, what is it? What is it? Some people are saying, I don't feel ready, except I know God is calling me to move. The miracle wasn't in what she lacked. The miracle was hidden in what she had been minimizing. What have you been minimizing? There's a miracle in what you have been minimizing. Right, Tanya? There's a miracle oftentimes in what we've been minimizing. And that's what I want to speak to today. Some of you are not as empty as you think. You're not as behind as you think. Good morning, Sheldon. Thank you for joining. Okay, Sonia, I see yours. Inspiration, healing, answers, solutions through speaking, consulting. That's right. You're not as under-resourced as you think. You may be overlooking your oil because you expected the answer to look bigger or louder or flashier or more obvious, or you're waiting to see multiple other people doing it. But often it's going to start with what's already in your house, what's already in your mind, what's already in your heart, what's already through your life experiences. So the first thing I want you to understand is this: your breakthrough may be hidden in what feels ordinary to you. Good morning, Lucy. The widow's oil probably didn't feel impressive to her. Oh, floral arrangements. I love that. The widow's oil probably did not feel impressive to her. Like she wasn't impressed by that. That old thing back there, it was just oil. It was familiar. And it was in the house. It's something that she had seen, something that she had touched, something that she had been living with. My God. And she didn't say, I have oil. She said, I have nothing except oil. And that's how many gifted people talk about what God placed in them. I don't really have anything. I just know how to encourage people. Oh, I don't have anything, but I can help people budget. I can help people come up with a financial plan. I can help people start businesses. I can help people do this. I don't really have anything. I just know how to organize chaos and needed. If I don't have anything, I just know to help people communicate better or help women heal or how to help people feel seen, how to help people feel more confident, how to help people create beauty, how to solve a problem. That's value. That's your oil. That's seed. That's substance. That's something God can multiply. And some of you have wisdom that people would pay for, but you keep calling it common. Some of you have experience people are praying for. They are praying for, but you keep calling it just my story. Some of you have solutions that people are searching for, but if you keep saying everybody already knows this, they don't know it. They don't know it, and they need you. Everybody doesn't already know that. They need you. They're waiting for you. They do need what you have and your solution, and they will pay you for it. They will pay you for it. Okay, so I want you to just stop calling what you have small because it's familiar to you. Number two, God doesn't always rescue you by removing the pressure. Sometimes he raises you through strategy. So watch what Elijah did. Elijah told her to go borrow the vessels and not just a few. He told her to go inside, shut the door, and pour the oil. Then when the vessels are full, he says, then go sell the oil and pay the debt and live on the rest. So I want you to see the order. You borrow the vessels, you pour the oil, you sell the oil. You pay the debt, you live on the rest. This isn't just a miracle, it's a strategy. Strategy. Hello, somebody. God didn't just drop money from the sky, he gave divine instructions. And that's where I want to lovingly confront some people. Some of us are asking God to rescue us from the situation. He's trying to raise us through to another level. Hi, George. And I want to encourage you that maybe you felt like many bad things have happened, that there's been trauma or tragedy, or that you've been hit financially. But your financial situation can be the very thing that helps give you the friction to birth the miracle. Oh, my goodness. Did you get that? You can be thankful in all things. maybe the financial situation, maybe the debt that you need to pay, that you want to pay, that's been hanging over your head is the thing that's going to propel you to step into the idea that will help you birth more than enough to pay that debt and to live for your life with your ideas. With what you're birthing. We keep asking God to remove the pressure, but He's saying, I'm going to use this pressure to reveal to you what you carry. That happened to me, y'all. So I was working at a company and it was my favorite company. Y'all, it was my favorite company. I was having an amazing time. The people were phenomenal, carried the same values and traits that I loved and that I appreciated. The work I was doing was work I loved, work that, well, I wouldn't say love. It was easy. It was in my zone of competence. It was what I do, came natural to me. I was traveling with the company, just amazing, great, great people, right? And then one day I turned on the news and it said that the federal government was shutting down the company on the news. This is not that they sent us an email. This is not that they reached out to us and had a manager meeting. On the news, the company is being shut down by the federal government. I'm sitting there looking at my desk and looking at my computer like, I'm sorry, what? It was radio silence. Nobody was sending pings at work. Nobody was on Teams. Nobody was having meetings. No, nothing. No, nothing. And in that moment, and many things happened over the next few days. Like at first, they sent us an email and said we're losing their jobs in 30 days. And then after that, we got another email that was like, well, you won't lose your job right now for 30 days. We're going to wait and see. All this turmoil was happening. And I grieved. I grieved the company that I really loved. We knew that it would never be the same, regardless of what happened. And from that one day, I was sleeping, I was coming into consciousness, and I heard it so loud, y'all. Serve more people, serve more people, serve more people. And I jumped out of bed and I stood up and I was like, what people, God? I am serving people. And I heard, do teaching and speaking. And I was like, I already do that. I'm already helping people. I'm already serving people. I already pray for people. I already help people start businesses. I'm already serving people. I'm already teaching people. And God said, yeah, on a pygmy level, just small enough that nobody really knows that you do it. This is word of mouth and just people who happen to see you. You do it so small that you didn't have to confront your insecurities, that you didn't have to confront the things that caused you concern. You do it so small, so small. And I was like, oh, wow. I guess so, huh? I guess so. That's what was happening. That I didn't have to tell anybody. I didn't have to address any concerns. I didn't have to address my own insecurities, my own fears about starting a business. I didn't have to address anything because I was doing it just so small that I was under the radar. And then I decided to start to use my oil. Well, I decided to come into agreement with God because He woke me up out of my sleep, telling me that I needed to serve more people, and that I said I was serving the people. He told me, no, you're doing it on the smallest level possible, a pygmy level. Girl, quit playing and get out here and do this thing. So how about you? Because if Elisha had rescued her and paid the debt and sent her home, she may have left relieved but not transformed. When I stepped into what I'm doing now, it transformed my life. It transformed my family's life. Like now, what I'm able to teach people, what I'm able to share with people, how I'm able to transform people's lives, their marriages, their financial situations, their family situations. I've had clients that they came to me, their desire was to get married. Now they're married. I've had clients that came, their desire was to have a baby. Now they have a baby. I have clients that came to me, their desire was to start businesses and create 5-figure months. They're creating those 5-figure months. I've had clients that wanted to be trillionaires, and they were already millionaires and now they're trillionaires. All of these things are happening because I stopped building at a pygmy level and leaned into the value level 3 and 4, communication and imagination. But you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. So God is saying that you already have oil too. And you've been praying for your situation to change, and He's going to show you what's in your hand. And I want you to know that even if you feel pressure, you can hear under the pressure. You can build under pressure. You can create under pressure. You can obey under pressure. You can produce under pressure. That part, Lucy, relieved and not transformed. And so that's why your next move can't be, I need somebody to save me. It has to be, Lord, what have you already placed in my house, and how do you want me to move it? What have you already placed in my mind? What is the idea? How do you want me to shape it and share it? Because rescue removes a problem, but strategy raises the person. And God loves you too much to only remove the problem and leave the same mindset that created the pattern that has been tolerated. My mindset is totally different now. I think totally different now. I expect totally different now. He wants you transformed. God isn't just rescuing you, He's raising you. Somebody just type raising in the chat. Just type raising in the chat. Right? Maya said, what have you already placed in my hands to shape and share? So let's talk about a few blocks. A lot of people are stuck because they're giving outside things the power to determine their future. Right, Trench Baby? I love, love, love that. A lot of people are giving outside conditions the ability to impact them. So number 3 is their contributing factors and their determining factors. And Myron Golden talks about this. They're contributing factors and there are determining factors. And a lot of people are getting stuck because they think contributing factors are going to stop their success. Contributing factors are the outside things, right? The things, the giving outside. So that's the economy is bad. That's a contributing factor. The market is saturated. I don't have enough followers. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too late. I'm too early. I don't have enough money. They say I don't have the right connections. Now, are those real factors? Yes, but they are contributing factors. They are not the determining factors of your success. Here's the distinction. Here's the distinction, Joseph. Thanks for joining. Some things are contributing factors, but they are by no means the determining factor of your success or of your wealth. The contributing factors may affect your path a little bit, but determining factors decide your outcome. The economy could contribute in some small way, but it is not your source. You literally have access to heavenly escrow accounts. Hello, somebody? There's a predictable process to getting your profit. So the economy could be a small contributing factor, but it's not it. It's not going to stop you. The audience size could be a contributing factor, but it's not your identity. Your past could be a contributing factor, but it's not your prophecy, and it's not the determining factor of your success. Your bank account could be a small contributing factor, but it's not the ceiling. Okay, the determining factors are inside of you. It's the internal thing. That's why mindset is everything. When you change your mind, you change your life. Because the things on the outside that are contributing factors, none of them trump what you determine to do. None of them trump the mindset that you have, your belief, your identity, your obedience, your discipline, your willingness to be led, your capacity to move even when it's uncomfortable, your ability to stop rehearsing lack and start recognizing oil. Proverbs 21:5 says, the plans of the diligent surely lead to abundance, surely lead to plenty. They surely, when I say surely, it means surely. I think I have the King James, version too. It says the thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness. So the question is, how many of your thoughts in the last 20, not 25, it can be 25 hours, but how many of your thoughts in the last 24 hours have been leading towards abundance and plenteousness? Or how many of your thoughts have been leading you towards lack? The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness. Only the thoughts of the diligent. Some people, you feel like you've been working hard, you feel like you've been toiling, but the thoughts of the diligent, they're only leading and tending to plenteousness. Okay? So, how many thoughts have sounded like there's always a way versus about this problem or that problem? How many, thank you for dropping the scripture in the chat. How many have sounded like this will never work? And how many have sounded like God is teaching me to profit? How many have sounded like I'm stuck? Or how many have sounded like, oh, that's too much, I can't do it? Those aren't the diligent thoughts. The thoughts of the diligent are thinking like, I can't afford it, I can't do that, that's too much. The thoughts of the diligent are only thinking plenty. And the thoughts of the diligent are thinking positive thoughts that leads toward a plentiful life. Because what's in your hand can multiply. Your thoughts become things. Literally, that's a book, but it's the truth. Your expectations become your decisions. Your decisions become your behavior. Your behavior creates the patterns that you're living in right now. And those patterns create the results that you see over and over and over. So if you keep thinking lack, what you can't do, what you can't afford in any stretch of the imagination, you'll keep overlooking your oil and you'll underprice your oil. Because you think in the terms of can't afford, that somebody else thinks in the terms of can't afford. Your profit follows your position value. Oil didn't multiply until she positioned it. She had to pour it and she had to sell it. Your oil may be connected to communication or imagination. Okay? We talk about value. Many people think physical value is the physical labor of time, but the highest level of value is connected to communication and imagination. Communication is your ability to take something in and you make it clear, compelling, helpful, and transformational to others. Okay, imagination is your ability to see what doesn't exist and to create a pathway for it. That's so valuable. And then it costs. Now, the internal conflict is a lot of people don't really have an oil problem. A lot of people have a permission problem. They have an identity problem and a resistance problem. They're carrying something valuable, but they're resisting the very thing that could become grace. What you resist persists. What you embrace becomes grace. Myron Golden said that as well. And for some of you, the gift is there, but the friction is around being seen. The friction is that you don't want to charge anybody, that you have resistance around this thing. The offer is there, but the friction is around selling. Oh, I don't want to sell this to them. The wisdom is there, but the friction is around the charging. The solution is there, but the friction is around telling people that I can help you. The friction is not from the outside. It's everything happening on the inside of you. Your next level of wealth, your millions are not happening. Anything that's not happening, it has nothing to do with the circumstantial factors and the conditional factors out there. It has everything to do with the determining factor, which is your mindset, which is your identity, which are the things on the inside of you. There was a lady that Myron Golden was working with, and she was like, oh, I'm terrified to tell these people about my $150,000 offer, and my resistance is I don't want them to think this about me and these other things. And he went there and he went to her event because he spoke at it one day, and he said, hey everybody, and Peggy has an offer for y'all, and she's terrified to tell you about it because she didn't want y'all to think anything particular or anything bad about Peggy, but make sure she doesn't leave here without telling y'all her offer. And then he left, and the event was like 2 more days. Well, finally, the people kept saying, Peggy, what's the offer? Peggy, what's the offer? Peggy, what's the offer? And so Peggy shared her offer with them, and it was a $150,000 offer. Well, at that event, 7 people bought her offer, and Peggy had $1 million day. But before, there were all these resistance inside of her saying, oh, I can't charge this, or what will people think about me, or all these different things. 7 people wanted exactly what she had right at that day, and she had $1 million day. Somebody is ready for it, and they understand, and you are answering something that is going to meet their need. So I want you to be bold today. I want you to be courageous today. I want you to be bold today, and I want you to be courageous today. Be bold and be courageous. Now, we did do the challenge last week, and we also are going to have a drawing. In a minute, I'm going to bring on my team, and we're going to spin the wheel, and you're going to be able to see who's winning, who gets a prize from the people that attended our challenge last week as well. But I want to remind you that you're not empty. I want to remind you that your wisdom is so valuable, that your experience is valuable, that your gift is valuable, that you have the ability to pour what God placed on the inside of you and keep pouring until it pays off your debts, and keep pouring until you're able to live off of it for the rest of your life. And that may mean that you have to go borrow first to get that thing in motion. And that's okay. Pour what God placed on the inside of you. Position your value. Move with divine strategy. You were not created to chase profit. You were created to welcome it in and be led straight to it. And that will generate value for you. What God placed on the inside of you was designed to multiply. Hello, Marcia. So I want you to build like you know what's in your house. What's inside of you was designed to multiply. And remember, you get to decide. There's contributing factors and determining factors. You are the determining factor. Your mindset is the determining factor, not what's happening in the world on the outside of you. Your mindset is the determining factor. And that's why the work I do is so powerful. That's why the work I do helps people to increase their income and to change their families' lives and the things that are happening around them. Because there's so many blockages that are on the inside of us that when we remove them via our mindset, via our identity, understanding the laws of success, things start to change. Things start to change. Oh, last thing, Sonia's about to share her screen. Let me make sure that you can do that so we can spin the wheel. So as she's about to come and do that really quick, I also want to let you guys know that the 5 days of the challenge replay are on YouTube. So if you missed the challenge, you can go to YouTube, and for a limited time, all 5 days of the challenge are there. Now, VIP, of course, stuff is not there, and there's a few things that, were just only happen live, but you are going to get amazing information, and I want you to take action on those 5 days, okay? So I want you to make sure that you do that. Go watch the challenge. Send me emails. You can message me, DM me. Let me know what you're receiving. Let me know that you're participating. Let me know that, you know what, I'm going to take these 5 days seriously. I'm going to do the things in the challenge as well. Also, you can be in our Facebook group. And Sonia, if you want to go ahead and bring your screen up to share it, that'll be great. Also, if you're in the Facebook group and you're doing the challenge and you're starting right now, that is fine. That is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's see who is in the drawing. Okay, so if y'all can see on TikTok and Facebook, you can't see my screen, but on YouTube you can. So I am going to tell y'all what's happening, okay? So on YouTube, these are the people whose names are entered into the challenge. We have Mia, we have Bridget, we have Marcia, we have Angela, we have Latoya G, we have Jamaica, we have Daniel, we have Courtney, we have Corey, we have Maria, we have Krishanda. Okay. Okay. All right. So all of you all are entered into the drawing. So we're going to have you go ahead, Sonia, and spin the wheel. The wheel is spinning. The wheel is spinning. The wheel is spinning. And the winner is Maria Friday. So we have a winner. Miss Maria Friday won the drawing for the challenge for attending all 5 days. So Maria, go ahead and just DM me your address. We're going to send you a gift. for attending the challenge for all 5 days. Whoop, 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 whoop. And Maria will also receive a 2-gallon tin of popcorn. She gets to pick her 3 flavors, and I'm sure her and her family will enjoy having that. Hello, James. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so remember that you have determining factors and contributing factors. Remember your oil. I want you to stay in your zone of genius. I want you to start birthing and creating from your zone of genius as well. And Sonia, you can stop sharing your screen. Thank you. I want you to remember to create from your zone of genius and to build as such. Remember the 5-day challenge right now, it is on YouTube for a short amount of time. So you can just go to Tavia Jax and type in Led to More Profit and it will come up. Also, we do have 2 more spaces in my program, Dominate Your Dream Life. This is the Platinum program, the Platinum Mentorship. I'll cover the details. It's on like day 4 of the challenge as well. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Hello to Facebook. Great to see you guys back, that I'm back on Facebook. And next week is my birthday, y'all. Ooh, 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 ooh. So I will not be on here on May 26th in the morning. I absolutely love you all so much. Yes, I do. I love y'all so much. But you know, my family has plans and all that good stuff. So next week, we will not be on here. Feel free to send all the birthday love. Oh, we're accepting gifts and all the things all month, all the things. So I love you guys. Have an amazing, empowered day. Utilize your brain to make millions today. Remember what's in your house, what's in your brain, what's in your mind. You are the determining factor. So if there's resistance and you're resisting the change, you're resisting charging, you're resisting the increases, you know, that's where support and coaches come in. But I love you. Go out there and get it. Have a great day and a great week. Don't forget to go watch the Led to More Profit Challenge on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for the happy